Hey man, we live.
Oh, we live? All right.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going
What up?
on?
What up? What up? What up?
Oh, late ass. I'm just late. People just be late. Shannon late. Everybody just late. Shannon, what's happening?
What up, Shannon? CJ?
Big Weezy, what it do, man? Bang
Gang.
TV, what up, Chirac?
Big Wayne, what up, man?
CJ, what's going on, man? Good to see everybody in here. Get my stuff together here. Gather myself.
Billy Slow, what up, man?
There's a lot going on.
Salute. Hope everybody having a good week.
Miss Lizzo. Shout out Tampa Gun Works. What
What
up,
up,
Pedro?
Pedro? Appreciate you, bro.
BTG. Coy, my boy.
What up, Coy?
Ramsey Jizzle, my noodle.
Ah,
What's going down?
feeling good, bro. You feeling good? I'm feeling good. I don't know why I'm feeling good. For some reason, I'm feeling good.
I don't know why you feeling good either, bro.
I'm
But
feeling kind of hyped for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm just blessed to be here, man. That's all.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. That's more than enough to be happy about. Sugar Bear, what's going on? Norwood. What's shaking?
Bro, have
Yes,
we
sir.
determined whether or not Sugar Bear is male or female?
It's a dude.
Okay. What up, bro?
Feel weird saying Sugar Bear, don't it?
Yeah. Dr. Brian, what up, yo?
Like Bear, what up, Bear? You gotta say
Yeah, I have to call him Bear. Joseph Harris, what up, Mr. Harris? What's going on,
Dr.
man?
Brian, my main man, what's happening? Mr. Harris, what's up, my brother? I keep saying I gotta hit him. I'm gonna hit him. I ain't no sense in me writing no note down because I ain't gonna look back at it. But I gotta hit him. I gotta remind myself. What's going down though, man? It's Wednesday, y'all. We back again.
We halfway through it, bro. Halfway through it.
Hey man. It warm up in the Midwest yet?
I mean, it got colder again. It got warm and now it's colder again. Man, we got a freeze warning.
What the hell?
That's what I say. Rick, what up? Big, what's going on? Yeah, we got a freeze warning.
What you do, man? BMO, what's happening? That's crazy. Damn sure ain't been no freeze warning here, boy. I tell you that.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for this weather to stop being bipolar and just go ahead and change it.
It's weird because I'm not looking forward to no summer though, man.
Oh, it's gonna be hot as hell for you.
I ain't looking forward to no summer, man.
Hopefully we'll get a little bit hotter than last time because I'm gonna try to grow some watermelons again. What up, Akil?
Hey, are y'all getting notifications or y'all just know what time we going live? Did everybody get a notification that's in here right now?
You did that like one too. Yeah, Philly Slow, you close to me, man. So me and you having the same issues.
Mr. Harris, you got a notification? Okay.
Definitely a skinny guy in a fat dude's body. That's funny.
Did he say trans slender?
Yep, trans slender in a fat dude's body. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Kill Martin's Blazing Guns. Yeah, what up, Blazing Guns? Nikolai? Craig?
Oh, Blades and Guns.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said Blazing Guns. See,
No.
Like I wasn't reading, I was listening.
What up,
I'm
everybody?
trying to see who all actually got notifications and who didn't.
I got a notification. Kill Martin said, yes, sir, you got one. Kill Martin, did you make Blazing Guns, man? Or you just like Blazing Guns?
Here we go. This dude's so damn nosy, man. Why people just can't be who they is, man?
They are, but I'm trying to get to know the community, man.
What if he had some codes in his name and shit that he didn't want to discuss? You just start asking all types of questions.
Well, that's all you want to say. Manning, what up, Patriot?
Hey, Manning, what up, man? You gonna make him tell on himself. Hey, dang, I was finna say something. No, hey, H Manning, what did you win, man? You won something. I was looking at it earlier today.
I don't remember now. Roadblock, what up, man?
No, but look, I ain't like, well, it don't matter. It's a big ass city. But we don't, y'all play with Ace Madden if you want to. That's all I'm saying. Bro, send me the email again so I can forward it to Stella.
Which one?
He won the charging handle. He had to win the we gave away a couple charging handles that night.
Yeah, I'll look.
Who else on the charging handle list? Jason, my buddy. What's happening, man?
Yeah, I'll look. Do me a favor. Listen, if you're out there and you want a charging handle, I don't mean to, impose, but send an email to
Bobby Brizzle. What it do? Man?
A regular meetup at gmail.com so I can make sure, just in case I can't find an email. Because I was looking for the email.
I just say resend it, then I just forward it. I just forward it to him. And all right, there it is.
So Koi 11. Nikolai, we working on it.
But Nikolai don't relax, man. I just looked at it today, Nikolai. Hold on, man. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull it back up because I was literally just looking at it.
Bro, yeah, the email I sent you, I was looking for, I couldn't find it.
I got it.
Rambo Jizzle. What up, Rambo J? What's going on, man? He said free charging handles. You need one. What's up, bro?
Man, Rambo J, I was trying to borrow a gun from him earlier, man. He don't let me borrow it.
Marcus, what up, yo?
He be having all the cool stuff.
Bobby Brown, what's up?
Still my homie, though. I don't care what nobody say. Hold on. It came on.
Mr. Daniels, what's going on, man?
All right, Nikolai, just show you I ain't capping. Where is that? Man. I got mad, man, because he got old like keychain like. Nikolai been cussing me out like.
I think
he got cussing me out like I ain't sent him a gun or something.
He got something else too, though. Didn't he won 2 prizes?
Unless he won twice. Okay, let me go look at it.
I think he's supposed to get a keychain and maybe a med kit. What am I thinking about boosting?
No, he did get that. You're right.
Yeah, old lady trauma kit.
Yeah. Okay, all right, man. All right, my bad, bro. So Dr. Brian in here right now. We just need to send him the information. Ain't that how we gotta do it?
Yeah.
All right, that's on me, bro. Because I thought it was just a little old like keychain. I'm like, boy, if you don't go on about this damn old like, I'm gonna send it to you, man. Don't be acting like that old like keychain. Like. Hey, Nikolai, like, damn you, I want it.
That's right. It's my keychain.
Stop playing with me, man. Yep, my bad, y'all. But I got it right here. I ain't even tripping, bro. I got all this stuff right here, man. There was a lot of stuff too. That's crazy. Mega, what's up, man?
Yeah, what up, Mega?
Where the hell you been? Where the hell Mega been, man?
RPG. What up, yo?
That's Jay, bro. That's Jay.
That's
Jay.
That's Jay.
RPG.
I'm thinking about explosive. That's why I said RPG. RPG. I looked at it 3 times after you said it, and I still saw RPG. What up,
hey, he was ready to argue too, dude. Always ready to argue, man.
I look right at it too. My bad. I'm sorry, man. That's right. Boom. I don't know why I saw RPG.
Hey, Coy, don't start yet, man. Charles Henry, what's up, bro?
He just excited.
Hold on, bro.
I'm great, man. I don't know what happened, Mega. You're not green no more. I don't know what happened, bro. I need to see. Hold on, yo. I'm trying to send this message. When the person gets it, they'll lose. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did there. Made you have it. What up, yo? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit giddy. Feeling good tonight.
This boy got a lot of energy tonight, y'all. I don't like it. Make me nervous.
I don't know, man.
Let me get my camera right, bro. there's a certain angle I can put the camera in, my muscles show. It's cool. Hey, Major Havoc gun reviews. Hey man, I got a sub to your channel.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking that if I'm not already. I'm sure.
Oh man, no worries, man. You ain't had to tell me that, brother. I appreciate all the members, all the memberships. I know how it go. My stuff be happening. Anybody? Well, I know. I bet you Ramsey J gonna say yeah.
Pretty slow. Why you don't put my business on the street? Ramsey J, no, it's not. I'm not slacking.
Hey, Philly Slow, cuss him out.
I'm not slacking. Don't put my business on the street.
Hey, Philly Slow, cuss him out, bro. He gonna tell you don't put his business out in the street, and he the one showed you that. How did you know he even had the gun? It is. I think he might be drinking tonight.
Nah, no drinking tonight.
I think he might be drinking.
Ramsey, I ain't been able to
just said that is really weird.
I'm gonna see if I can get outside Friday so I can really run it. I couldn't really run
anybody familiar with the company Optic Guard? Optic Guard. You probably see their ads on Instagram a lot unless you're already familiar with them.
Yeah, what up, Stu?
They make like the these, the optic cover. Which one is for?
The first time I saw them, bro, was on you ever use the Shop app?
No, this is a 507C1, and then they sent me I got.
That's not what up, man.
What's this? This SR. Is SRO? Yeah, this is SRO.
They make them put up for RMSC.
Yeah.
Is this specific?
Yeah, this SRO.
It's specific to the optic.
Yeah, they go over that particular optic. So this is for like the SCRS, the hollow sun joint.
Okay.
And this is a white one for 507C. So okay, we finally crossed that 50 mark, man. Yo, a few things I want to go over, and then we're gonna jump into the business. So June 6th, June 7th, Atlanta, Georgia, a regular meetup 5. I see people been finally grabbing their tickets and stuff. I don't know. I'm sure the link is out there somewhere. Thank you, Shanna. If not, we'll put it out there at some point. But make sure y'all get your tickets if you haven't. Ladies, if you haven't registered for the women's conference. If fellas, if you haven't registered your ladies or whatever the case is.
Thank you, Shanna.
Please get that done, man. This year's event is powered by Stellar Arms. Shout out to Stellar Arms for being our title sponsor this year, man. I'm excited for what they're going to bring to show out their stuff, man. Shout out to every single sponsor because without the community and the sponsors, we cannot do this event. It's just not possible. So shout out to all of y'all too. What else was it? We did open up small business sponsorship. So anybody has a small business they want to promote, get yourselves on the banner. You can donate, help the event out. That's great. If you want to help out with the event or you just want to, contribute, you could buy a ticket and we'll just give the ticket away to somebody. But you could buy a ticket while we still have some left. Yeah. If that's something you want to do, or you could just contribute to the meetup in general, man. It's going to continue to get bigger. This is our 5th year. It's hard to believe that 5 years went by that fast.
Yeah.
Well, we're creeping up on 5 years already, but it is what it is. And we're one of the only events for our demographic.
What up, Pops?
Which is huge. So I'm excited. Man, Pops don't play. Appreciate you, man, grabbing your ticket and supporting the event. I appreciate it.
I ain't Roblox. Sorry to hear that. What?
Miss Kelly ain't coming. I can talk crazy now then.
He said he bringing his boy with him, so that's good.
Are you bringing that big little dude?
Yep.
That's cool, man. As long as he there. Pull up. It's my boy. So I just hope to see everybody there, man. We got the women's conference, meet and greet exhibitor showcase, range day, awards dinner. Did y'all vote? Did everybody go vote? Let me see how the votes. Let me see what we looking like, man.
That's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna bring that gun and that trigger with me in June.
Let me go look, see what's before I get to talking about other stuff.
I'm gonna learn on the spot.
Wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah, what up, Tank?
Tank pulling up this Yanny man.
Yeah, yo, Tank. He'll be his son big as him, man.
Who?
Tank said the son that he be stealing his shirts from. Roblox Jr. big. He a big kid.
That fool said Roblox Jr. If y'all didn't go vote for the RGAs, we got a lot of votes, but if you didn't get a chance to vote yet.
Thanks, Pedro.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Red Fisher, what up, man? What's going on?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's as expected. Hey, that optic race is like a dead heat.
Armchair, what up, man?
Well, that ain't no dead heat. Kill
Rick, you gonna like it, bro. You gonna like it, bro. In my opinion, they done it again. They have satisfied the brand loyalists. They didn't do it last time, but they did this.
Ray Official in the building. What's happening, brother?
Snap at you. What up, man?
Armchair. Snap at your photography. Snap at you gonna be in the building, man. Snapping them photos.
Yeah.
And hanging out with everybody. I don't know where my boy MH.
Yeah. Oh, MH at?
Hey, yo, check it out though. Before we get going, man, my suppressor came back. A Roadblock, my suppressor came back in a day and a half, bro.
He got one. You got one of them 24-hour joints like I did, man. I love it. I like to hear it.
Seen that before.
I'm glad you ain't have to wait. What up, fam?
That's fine. That ain't never happened for me. Fam, what's happening?
Bro, it might. And listen, I'm telling you, it might end up. It might keep happening like that. You don't know. I'm waiting for the next one to see how long it's
gonna
take.
Keep buying them like that. That ain't gonna keep happening to me. I can't afford to keep buying them.
That 24 hours
will knock you over, boy. That's ridiculous.
But tell me that 24 hours didn't feel good though. It felt good.
No, I didn't expect it. It was unexpected. Hey man, shut up, dude. hey, I hope y'all know that gun wasn't mine. You know, but if y'all know my echelon, then you know it wasn't mine.
Ain't no Hellcat take. Not at all. We'll tell you that live.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, Ray, they need to keep going.
Yeah, I only got a couple suppressors, man. Shout out to Big Dre.
What's Cap, man?
It's my 5.56 suppressor. And then I got a 22, and then I got the one I just got. And they real specific for me. I'm not really no suppressor head.
I need 3 more. What up, kid?
I don't need no 3 more.
I do. I need 3 more.
Maybe one more. But they real specific. Like when I put this one on, it's gonna do the job. It ain't gonna just be to have it. It's gonna do the job. It's gonna look right.
He said, if it wasn't yours, why you let your friend glue it like that?
It wasn't my friend, bro. But real true story. I went in the gun store. Some dude had came in the gun store and literally sold that gun to the gun store, just like that, with the optic glued on. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. I was like, man, let me take a video of this.
Did he give a story when he sold it to him, or he just said, listen, I need some money?
I didn't even ask them the story. I thought it was so funny. First, I thought they was joking. It was dead serious. Kia, what's going on?
Yeah, that Kuna's nice, man. It's nice, man. Fam, if you would get a suppressor, you'd have one on all them guns, man.
But I learned, I'm starting to learn that everything you don't have to suppress everything.
No, you don't.
I'm with Armel now. You just flexing at some point. Some stuff is worth it because it's quiet as shit and it makes all the sense in the world. Some of it is just just to do it.
I think it's cool though.
Nah, some stuff ain't worth it. Because I done seen suppressors on it don't even sound like the gun for what? Like, why did you even have it on there?
He said, "Someone see if Skilly still has his echelon."
Right, that might be Skilly's, huh? Hey, let's get down to business though, man.
Right, Philly Slay. That's what Roblox said too.
And I know this is gonna veer off. But I decided to just talk about it a little bit tonight because I had said it in my most recent video, and I talk about when I hear people say, I hear so many people say it too. I'm even guilty of saying it. I was just talking to Zach about that earlier. We all will say it, but it literally irritates me to hear it when somebody else says it. It's crazy. Like I'll slip and say it sometimes, but it irritates me actually when I hear somebody say, "Oh man, that's a good gun for the price." If that ain't the weirdest statement that we make, and I'm gonna say we because I ain't really trying to point at nobody. I'm just saying it's one of the weirdest statements that's made. Because I remember, and I don't know, maybe Jason, I can't think of everybody, but anybody that was watching my YouTube channel, just like in 2021 when I started, one of the first things I said in one of my first couple videos was that was part of the reason I started the channel, for that exact phrase, because I would watch a YouTuber and they'd be like, all I'm trying to find out is if this gun that I just bought or I'm looking to buy is good or bad, and they'll say, "Oh, this is a really good gun for the price." Well, this is a good gun for the price. I still cannot understand that. So what I want to do before I get into my whole theory, I want to challenge somebody, anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. You out there right now, I will put the link out there and give you the opportunity to explain to me what that means.
Put that link out there.
He said depends on the price. Explain that to me, Alaskan.
Yeah, because we had a good conversation about that, Alaskan, and I understand the thought process, and just making that statement says something. What up, Luke? I'm a budget guy, and then unfortunately, sometimes you get what you pay for, and they end up being shit. Luke, you always get what you pay for.
I've been saying that for a long time. People, it go over people's head, but it's a fact. You always get what you pay for.
How do we use that phrase for staccato? If that's a fact, we use that phrase for staccato. What you mean, Kia?
I don't know what that means, Kia.
It just means it's a bargain. It's a good value. No, because we had a discussion about
that's not what it means. See, listen. So to this, I'm gonna go ahead and give away my whole theory, then I allow everybody to debunk it. So to me, when I hear somebody say it's a good gun for the price, because my question is simple: is it a good gun or not?
Right.
So you tell me, if everybody in here agrees that a Glock 45 generally is a good gun, right? You say that's a good gun. We know they run, they feel good ergonomically, they okay. The people don't like triggers, whatever. But you know it's a good gun, right? So, but then if I asked you, would you pay $2,500 for a Glock 45? You probably look at me like I'm crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
But what if this dude said, "No, I paid $25 for the Glock 45"? He
like,
overpaid for it, right?
Yeah, I'm like, why you do that?
Is it still a good gun?
Yeah.
What if he got lucky and went to the pawn shop and got it for $200?
What up, Declan? If he went to the pawn shop and got it for $200, he paid $200 for a good gun.
Is it still a good gun?
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to understand the theory of it's a good gun for the price. Like, so what would make it not a good gun? Or are you really saying, is that just another way to say we got a good price for that gun? He paid a good price for that gun.
I think.
Is that what it really means?
I think that when people say it, they mean, because it almost sounds like you try to diminish the gun in some way. So if I say, man, that's a good gun for that price, it's like you comparing it.
You dissed it.
Yeah, you dissed it, right? You comparing it to something else.
This is my favorite person.
Fam.
What up, big dog?
What's good, fam?
Ain't nothing to it. So we haven't, obviously we rung your bell. But I've been going along with this because I say, and I didn't just start saying this recently. I've been saying this for years. When I hear people say that, it always throws me off because to me, either you're telling me this is good or it's not.
Yeah. So I think you're spot on, and I'm guilty of using that phrase.
So am I. I can't say I've never said it. I'm sure I've said it myself. It's just it don't make sense though.
I don't think though when I use it, I'm gonna just speak for myself. I see why Zach would say it's like you're comparing it to somebody else, something else, and you're dissing that gun. It's not my intention to use it that way when I use it. And it's part RGG, I think, because of what we all do, because people are constantly asking us, like, what should we buy? Or is this gun a good value? Or what is this gun compared to that gun? And so I think we kind of fall into a habit of trying to do shorthand and kind of speak to values. So when I say it, a good gun is a good gun, a bad gun is a bad gun. There is no difference between either. Mm-hmm. So let me put that to the side. Now, the question then becomes, I think what a lot of people want to know, well, should I buy an Echelon or should I buy a Glock? Right? Mm-hmm. And so
what a truth.
And let's say both of them around the same price.
And they are.
And if you can find an Echelon on sale for $400, then you might be like, oh, that's a great price for the Echelon, right? So I think a lot of times we just trying to speak in shorthand instead of using all.
That's a good gun. That's what I just said. Yeah, that's a good gun for the price. Mm-hmm. In other words, we really saying that was a good price for that gun.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, wow, instead of having a long sentence, wow, I just got a great value for that gun.
Now, that's something I give fam his flowers for, because you open me up to something that I never used the term before, and you use it a lot, where you talk about this is a great value. I remember first hearing you say it when we talked about the Legion Precision a couple of years ago, and at first I didn't understand that, and then when the more I thought about it, like that actually makes all the sense in the world, because now I understand value. Like when we go buy something, I get that. Like if they're giving you, we talk about Canik, probably one of the best values out there, right? Like when you buy it, they give you a lot of stuff. Oh, Pedro here, I shouldn't have said that, but they give you a lot, when you purchase those firearms. Think about it. Sometimes we'll go buy something, and this has happened to me a few times, and I pay what I consider to be a decent amount of money for it, and you just get a rinky-dink ass box or a bag, like
a cardboard box sometimes.
Yeah, it's nothing, but you paid more for that. So yeah, I get the value side of it, but when I be hearing people say that's a good gun for the price, nah, that always throws me off.
That's a lie. That's a lie, Pedro. I don't even agree with that.
I don't even know what the best strike fire gun is on the market. SPO, man, SPO.
It's a lot of good guns, man.
Yeah, it is. So I really don't know. But yeah, I don't know how a lot of people feel about that. But I hear people say, we all say it so much. Everybody's guilty of it.
Yeah. And like I said, for me, it's just like I'm trying to speak short. I'm trying to speak to value. I'm trying to say that's for that, you're getting a lot for whatever price you pay for that gun.
And
what a whip.
And matter of fact, I like to do it this way. This is how I like to keep the chat interactive too. So I want to ask anybody that's in the chat right now, and I've asked this before, but here we go again. What's the most that you would pay for a Striker Fire pistol? What's your top dollar?
I'm trying to think what the most I ever paid for a Striker Fire gun.
That's the same thing I'm doing, fam. I'm trying to think what's the most I paid so far.
Matter of fact, I'm thinking now you got me thinking. Hell, I don't even know what's the most I paid
for a Striker Fire pistol so far.
I think $2,000.
Damn,
no, I ain't paid that.
what the hell you buy?
Right, I ain't paid
That
that.
was, that was that covert G-Wagon, but I mean that's kind of to call that a striker fire is not. It's striker fire, but it's got a kind of a 2011 upper with a block. It's a lot.
I'm getting ready to spin that roadblock. You know what I'm getting ready to get. I'm getting ready to spin that.
But I have put in.
Well, you know what I'm saying, y'all spending that kind of money.
2,000.
I think that's a lot.
Yeah, the PDP steel frame, but that's like $1,500-$1,600.
Yeah, that is up there. I don't have a top.
But you want to know something? I believe that it's a great value too.
What?
The steel frame. See, and see, I understand the way that I'll always look at things with the way that stuff is.
I forgot I had it, Pedro.
Price and what's built into a price. I always look at it that way. So I understand that. I understand why it's a great value. If you got a guy sitting over in Florida making a gun and he's earning $25 an hour, guy over here making $6,000 an hour out of the country, it's going. All that stuff matters.
Let me stop for a second, bro. Let me stop. Because I forgot and it just reminded me. Art Daniels, what's up, man? I need to do this. We have been actively trying to help my brother Art Daniels get to Arm 5.
That's right, Roblox.
If y'all don't know who Art Daniels is, he's definitely a
$14.99,
prominent part of this community. And what we want to do is help this brother and his family get down there. If you don't know, my brother, he's in a wheelchair, dope guy. He don't like to be talked to like something wrong. He's strong as hell too, so I don't talk crazy to him. Even though if he start chasing me, I'm just gonna run in circles. And this is the thing. We want to be able to help him. We have a Cash App available. Thank you to everybody who has donated to this cause. We are getting there. Shout out to Tampa Gunworks again. So not only is Pedro and Tampa Gunworks a meetup sponsor, he literally just bought a ticket for Art Daniels basically to cover one of the tickets for his family because he has to travel with people. So, hey, thank you, brother. I told you that already, but I want to say it publicly because I think that says a lot. Because you were just in the chat listening and said, "Look, I got it," and you stuck to your word. So thank you, and thank you to everybody else who has sent over money. Zach is facilitating this, so it's all going to his Cash App. If anybody else wants to help, what's the Cash App, Zach? You want to put it up and just pin it?
I'll put it up. Now I don't know how to pin it, bro.
I'll put it up on the screen. But we'll do that. And if you guys want to help this, but just put Art Daniels with it too.
Okay. Yeah. If you send a donation, make sure you put in the comments for Art Daniels.
Yeah, Art Daniels, because Zach gonna think you flirt with him. I appreciate that big time, Pedro. For real, for real.
Now, RGG, does he have all the tickets he needs?
No.
Now,
so
I checked.
It's not. We because it's his mom, dad, and his brother.
Yeah.
That are coming down, and we're just trying to help because it ain't. It's they need the flights and then they got to have hotel, rental car. So we're just trying to help as much as we can. Mm-hmm. To make sure that they cool getting there, man. So
right, well, I don't have Cash App, but I'll buy another ticket for him.
Oh man, thanks, man.
That's love, man. Thank you, bro. There you go, Art Daniels, man.
I'll just go on the website and buy a ticket.
Hey, you sweeping floors at the meetup, bro. Ain't shit wrong with your arms. You roll around, you gonna sweep the floor or something.
Fam, I'll hit you up. You another way. I'll hit you up because I'm trying to.
Maybe just Zell it. Just have him Zell it to us.
Yeah, Zell to me. That's what I said. I'll hit you up afterwards.
Okay, I can do Zell.
All right.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
No problem, man. It's all about community.
Man, I like that brother, man. He's a really good dude, man.
Yep.
So I'm glad we could do that. All right. We can get back to talking crazy now. So now some of you ballaholics out there, I saw 2000s out there, 25. Who the hell? What striker fight cost that much?
I saw 3,000.
Yeah,
who spend that type of bag on
a striker fight?
Striker fight gun.
Oh, it's Q5.
That's crazy. And I ain't talking about after you hook it up.
When he talking about out the box, right at the store.
Yeah, I could that 226
X5.
X5. Yeah, that's
X5 black tie one. That's,
That 226 X5 is
I
Striker.
want that gun nice. I would love to have that.
It ain't Striker Fire though, bro.
No, that's Hammer, ain't it?
Yeah, they ain't Hammer. They ain't Striker Fire.
You right.
226 is Hammer Fire. Yeah, Rock Island 5.0. That's a Hammer Fire. That's Hammer Fire too.
Hammer too, I think. I could be wrong.
Yo, appreciate y'all, man. I'm seeing it. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Once everything is done and finished, make sure
we're just gonna cut it off. Once you got enough,
everybody
do it, then we good.
Yep. What up, Sean?
Hey, Sean, I cannot pronounce your last name, bro. I'm trying. For the last 48 seconds, I've been trying to say it, man.
Suslowitz?
I don't know.
Is it Suslowitz, Sean?
It looked cold though. He just look important as hell, man.
Yeah, Royce Dock.
Why, Sean? Sean gonna be like, yeah, I own Daniel Defense. What the hell?
Royce Dock.
He in Boston. All right. I think I said it right. Suslowitz.
Royce Dock said off roster in California. We don't count, bro. We can play $2,000 for a Gen 5 Glock 17 out here.
Yeah, you don't count California. You ain't lying about that. Is it still bad, bro, or has it loosened up?
100%. It's crazy still. The only thing is the roster has opened up a little bit. We've added some new guns to the roster, so we got some guns that weren't available before, but it's not like no places like California, bro.
So let me ask you this. This is a great question, bro, and this might be something you can address on your platform as well. Because for me, being from Chicago, when a lot of it's terrible there too, right? Yeah. So oftentimes when I would get information, I would bring it to the internet, and it would really help people in the state that didn't know certain stuff. Is some ways around certain stuff? Is that information you're able to share, or is it just kind of like, nah?
Well, there's some stuff. So my workaround, so there are certain exemptions to the handgun roster. One is like a single shot exemption, and there's a couple of other ones, right? But the issue with those are really those are only a few gun stores out here in California are doing that. Covert is one of them.
What is?
And usually they only do that with high-end firearms.
What is that?
So it really does not benefit. That's why I'm saying, like, a lot of times people be like, oh, Al, you paying $3,000 or $4,000 for 2011, right? And I'm like, well, if I got a nice striker fight, like if I tried to get a CZ Shadow 2, which is like a $1,500 gun, right? Out here, I would end up paying $3,500 for it. So it makes more sense to go through one of the loopholes to get a real $3,500
that costs that much anyway. Now you're paying the regular price for it, essentially.
100%.
Okay.
What's the single shot exemption?
Yes, Kia Fan will be at ARM 5. I saw your question earlier. I forgot to answer.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. So it's all loopholes. So let me give you an example that I think will make it. You've seen that rifles where we have like the fin grip on them, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fin grip is nothing more than a workaround so that the gun meets California's standards. It's not that California required you to have a fin grip. The fin grip was invented to circumvent California's crazy laws, right? So the same thing with single shot exemptions.
Okay.
Technically speaking, if a gun is single shot, then it doesn't have to be on roster. But the thing is, once you purchase the gun, there's nothing to prevent you from putting a non-single shot upper on it.
I got it.
It's just how the gun has to kind of be bought.
But that one thing you guys do have that Illinois don't have, y'all can have ARs.
100%. We can when it comes to long barrel guns, we can have anything that anybody else can have, except it has to be either in a featureless configuration or a fixed magazine configuration, one of the two. It either has to have the thin grip or it has to have the little button that you pop open to drop the mag out. But by name, we can have pretty much any rifle we want, except for cats, which are banned by name in the state for God knows what reason. I don't know what that.
So if I sold you a single shot AR, you could go buy a regular upper and put it on there. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. That goes to show that people making the gun laws don't know nothing about guns.
I need to start building single shot ARs.
Well, that's just like in Illinois. You can get a mini 14 or a mini 30,
right?
But you can't get a regular AR-15.
That's ridiculous. What up, KLG?
That's just dumb.
Kenny Love Gun salute.
BTG said we have the Bob by the one feature rule now as well. What now? So what the heck is the one feature rule?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
Yeah, what is that? That's crazy. That stuff.
It's certainly not affecting your pistol buying, BTG,
right?
Because you got a new 2011 every other day.
Right. That must be.
We know one thing they ain't messed with out there way yet.
Right.
That must be a rifle rule.
Right.
I'm thinking of buying a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. Is worth the price.
I mean, that depends on you, bro.
I mean,
it's
I
not
love it. To me, it's something. It's nostalgia, I guess. Is that the word? It's
a conversation piece. It's
something to have. Yeah, like it ain't. Yeah. You know, I take it. I'll probably bring it to the meetup. You know, I got a bunch of Underwood 700 grain. Just let people have fun, but
yeah, it's just fun.
That's pretty much it.
It's
but
not.
Ironically, though, I like to keep it loaded. Don't ask me why. Somebody running here, you hit him with that 500, boy. That's gonna sit him down.
Sit him down. Sit him down.
More to sit him down.
Right.
For the long haul, boss.
Right.
Where you at, Major Havoc? He said no rules here. You in Georgia?
North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. Or
Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee. I have the
laws out there in Florida, RGG.
3.5 threes. I don't know which one I got. I forgot.
I think it's 3.5, like me. You guys have any restrictive gun laws out there in Florida? Is anything that's like off the table?
Coffee.
Binary triggers.
Okay. And I don't understand that.
I don't either, especially here. What else? It's a couple other weird rules in Florida, and then and the other one I didn't understand, which I didn't even know until I was already here, which was the waiting period.
Oh, you guys have a waiting period?
Unless you got a concealed
carry.
Oh, okay. Carry permit. If you got a concealed carry permit, you grab the same day. But if otherwise, you know.
In California, we got a 10-day waiting period, even with the concealed carry permit.
Dang.
I saw a guy, bro, talking about
Illinois is the same way. You had 3 days. It's 3 days, but
guy talking about Florida about carrying the, even if you have a concealed carry, but having to have the gun in like you can't have it out in the open in the car. Like you can have it on yourself in a holster, but you can't. You got to either keep it inside the console or something like that. Like you can't put it on the floor and stuff like that.
It's like that in California too. Because it's a concealed carry permit. If you just have it like sitting on the seat, then technically they consider that open carry.
Okay.
Pedro said that is correct. No wait here. Pistols 3 to 5 minutes. Shit. Oh well, Florida got the background. You got to run the background check. But I thought everybody did that.
Everybody does that.
Background checks?
Don't you? Yeah, but I thought who told me that in Georgia you don't have to do it.
In Ohio, you don't have to have a background check. If you have a concealed carry, that's good enough in the state of Ohio.
Really?
Some shops will do it. You still got to do your whatever, your paperwork or whatever. But nah, some shops will still do it, but most of them don't. You just have your concealed carry, and that's considered you worthy.
You go in with your concealed carry, fill out the 4473,
They just keep a record of it.
Hand you the gun, and you walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you guys do private party transactions, you guys don't need to do that through FFL or run a background check or nothing like that. No paper.
Sure don't. I just meet you in the parking lot and say, hey, you like this?
Now you can do that in Florida too.
There you go.
Now that you can do in Florida, you could just meet somebody and sell them.
Right,
them.
well,
In California, it has to be done through an FFL.
now you just here you don't even got to
Illinois
do
too, same way.
Private sale, you don't got to do a 4473 or nothing. Like I said, just meet somebody. Hey, you like this? Oh yeah, you want to buy it? There you go.
Big Q, what up, big dog? And
Strap house.
They had it. They used to have it on the. I don't know how they do it now. They probably still got the same. Big dog, you could tell me. I know in Illinois you want to sell a gun. You can go on the state police website. They had the whole private sale thing, and then you would just fill it out, print out the copy, give it to the people. Now, to be honest, I'm not totally against that.
Yeah, me either. I don't mind that.
I'm not totally against that. Like if you got to fill out a form to sell the gun, put the serial number, do all that stuff, because that's your verification that you got rid of it if it ever was to come back. I'm not totally against that. As I get older, younger me be like, what the hell, damn that. But now I be thinking like, I sold that one.
I don't like that, bro. I don't want to have to fill out no form. I don't like that.
If I sold it. Like, because I don't want to have to go through no red tape if somebody got it and when it did, now they coming to me. Yeah, man, I ain't got that no more.
Now they're knocking on your door.
Howard J, what up, big dog?
Howard Jeezy.
It doesn't require FFL or handgun transfer. It must go through a FFL and PA. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Bust some guns saying the same thing I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's crazy how all these states are pretty different. Until you get on that, like Texas, and then a lot of the lower states, it's pretty free. As a matter of fact, now y'all help me verify this. My Georgia and Alabama people, Carolina guys, in the southern states, in that southern realm, especially on the East Coast and up and down the East Coast. Well, not up, because once you get up north, it starts getting real weird. But lower East Coast, Florida's probably got the worst of the gun laws.
Really?
If you compare it to Georgia, Carolina, Alabama, everything around it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the other state, they don't have binary restrictions. They don't have waiting periods. They don't have, some of the same restrictions.
What up, Gina? Yeah, bro. I didn't realize that Ohio gun laws is better than Florida gun laws. That didn't make sense to me.
Well, theoretically it is, because you don't have any limitations at all, and no waiting periods. So yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. For me, that's just like if fam came to Florida,
man,
like this is the life, because what we've been dealing with for so many years, you can't have nothing, and you gotta wait for everything.
Right.
You see could you imagine being a free state?
Oh yeah, I can't imagine it.
You have a third house somewhere. It'd be just for guns.
I have everything.
This is gun house.
CG, what's happening? CG Siege.
That's true, Armchair. Florida after school shootings is what? Oh, yeah, because there's this lady. The reason why your gun laws are so good they are in Florida is because of a lady. I heard this whole story about her. I forget her name, but she's one of the biggest catalysts for why the gun laws are as good, I would say, as they are in Florida.
Yeah, and I don't now. That's the thing. Thank you, bro, Alan. I appreciate you big time, my brother. They're not. I mean, like I say, you see what I came from. So for me, it's like it's heaven. Florida is very gun friendly. Like it's extremely gun friendly. Like everybody seems to be into guns to some degree. But it's it's just those couple restrictions, where they changed a few things. It don't seem to affect much. I mean, you can buy any gun, any AR, any handgun. You're not restricted on what you can have outside of the binary trigger.
I wonder why.
I feel like your situation in Chicago was even worse than mine because you had freedom
100%.
and then they took it away. So you knew what it felt like to be able to buy what you wanted to buy, and then they took it from you. Out here in Cali, I never had it. You know, it's hard to miss what you never had.
Yeah, yeah.
You open carry in Florida, you got to carry a fishing rod.
Yep. It's you right, bro, because we had everything. But that 3-day waiting period, it was all good. And Illinois always been weird, but like you go to the gun stores in the suburbs, man. I'm talking about we had everything, bro.
Yeah, BJ.
It was all love with no restrictions. And then I'm talking about when I tell you, bro, it came down like a hammer.
It's
day
funny.
you got it, the next day is.
I remember that, bro. I remember when how it changed for you. I remember all the different stuff you used to be able to do, and then it just all of a sudden shifted. I remember that.
Yeah. So, yep, I definitely, in terms of for this gun stuff, I can appreciate Florida for sure.
Okay, that's the same thing here. It's the same thing in Ohio.
Tina, what's up?
Hey, Tina.
But you know, like if you a person that's primarily a handgun guy, right? If you just primarily a handgun guy, you can still get busy in Illinois.
Okay.
Because it don't be the guns that's restricted, it be the magazines.
And you can't have 30 barrels. You can't have 30 barrels. Right?
Yeah, so you can pretty much still have any handgun.
Some companies,
and they started figuring out ways around it.
Huh? I was gonna say some companies stopped shipping guns to Chicago because of the magazine limits.
Man, not only guns, they won't even ship the parts. Like you can't even order an AR trigger. You can't order an AR part.
Damn.
You can't order a charging handle. You can't order nothing. Now there's some companies that are, I ain't gonna, we ain't gonna put them on blast, but there's a couple companies that are just they'll ship it. Like it's on you. But a lot of them won't.
Please hit the like button. We got a lot of likes. We got a lot of people in here with a little bit of likes.
My bad. I forgot to hit it. It was me.
See, I like the new sales rule in Illinois. I sold a gun before it was law in 2003. 2022, police called me to tell me that the gun was used in a crime. 19 years later, I don't have anything to prove I sold it.
That's the part. That's why I don't mind the paperwork requirement if that was a thing. I don't mind it. Like if that's the case, that's your proof, man. You just hold on to that proof. I know in Illinois, I think that's everywhere. You hold on to it for 10 years.
He said bill of sale should be mandatory.
I wouldn't be against that. That's not a hindrance. That's not.
Homestead, what up?
That's not a problem.
How you doing, Michelle? Good to see you.
Are y'all stocking up on ammo? Because everybody's saying with the tariffs and everything, ammo prices about to shoot through the roof.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been stocking up on nothing.
Not no more than I normally do. I don't know if it's gonna affect it or not.
How many Bass Pros and Cabela's? I don't know why you put so many A's in Cabela's, but that's forget it. Have their ammo locked up now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't been to a Bass Pro or Cabela since I've been in.
Tackle Coffee says I get free.
He said ammo ain't made in China.
Tariffs are worldwide, bro. It's not just China.
I don't know why you just said that.
I mean, they got this little 90-day, reprieve, except for China. But I was thinking about companies like Fusion who import from Turkey.
Yeah.
And if they throw on these 25% tariffs, how is that going to affect them? So I'm hoping this all works out, man, because I think some companies, RGG, that me and you like, could be impacted negative,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. You have $600 guns start costing $900.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, man, I know here what stores I be going to, like sometimes I stop in Academy or I go to Sportsman Warehouse, but no, they still have the ammo on the shelves in those spots.
I just had a big haul. I got a couple of ammo sponsors now, but I just got a big haul from the Gun Food. He had PMC 223 on sale for $10 a box, or $9.99, I think, a box, whatever.
Yeah. Matt, speaking of Gun Food, so Patrick did tell me to tell everybody if you come into the meetup and you need certain ammo, you want to pre-order it now, because if the prices do start to go up, you can get in now and get it. So if you need like a case of something, or you need to order a certain caliber, you definitely need to hit them up.
Truth and Integrity. They should, bro. I don't know. I still don't understand what that was all about. Hiring all those armed IRS agents and all this ammo. I don't know what Biden's doing that one.
But yeah, so Patrick, if you're listening, I don't know what kind of deals he got going. Matter of fact, we can always go see, can't we?
You sure can.
That PMC is there, man. That was a good price.
Listen, if all I know is if you're in Ohio, the spot to go is Vance. They always got good prices on that one.
Right now, we're trying to support our brother, bro.
What's
I support him too when I can.
Exactly. What's 124 grain 9mm going for there?
$10.99.
Yeah, that's about the same. $11 a box.
And sometimes the steel is a little bit cheaper.
If you order, I'd say obviously the Gun Food. That's our dude. Also check out Rogers Sporting Goods, because they have free shipping.
Now that's always good. No matter, doesn't matter how much you buy.
No. So,
Raider, I ain't done no reload in a couple years now, man. Yep, I ain't done no reload in a minute. Nobody ships ammo to Chicago?
Not to the city. Not if you're in Cook County.
Mm-hmm.
you can't ship to California either unless you have an FFL 03, which I do.
Okay. I know, but I got some from Midway.
Hey, wait. The FFL can't ship there unless they got an 03, or you can't get it.
You can't, as an individual, get it. Like, I can't go online. If I didn't have my FFL 03, I couldn't go online and order ammo and have it shipped to me. I'd have to either ship to an FFL or I'd have to go to an FFL to buy it. That's how they gaffle you with high prices out here.
So what would the average consumer, and what is the rules on buying ammo in California, and what would that?
You got to fill out. You got to fill out the form just like you would if you was buying a gun. They do a background check.
What?
100%. So you have to pay a fee to the FFL to fill out the forms, so they can run a background check. Now it's no waiting period. So as long as it comes back clean, you get it immediately. But they tax you, bro. Like we just said, for a box of 50 124 grain 9mm, that's like $11 a box, right? That's what we're accustomed to paying. But if let's say I was running low, I was going shooting, I just had to run to a store and pick something up, it would probably cost me like $20 a box, $18 a box.
And I gotta fill out a form like I'm buying a gun.
100%. 100%.
Wow, that sucks.
Man, you gotta sit there and wait. You gotta wait 30 minutes just to get the ammo. You be late going back to the Rangers.
So I would think, fam, are there a ton of Curio and Relic FFLs in California?
Less than you would think, Zach, because I just think a lot of people don't know. I did a video after I did mine. I did a video on how to do it, and that's probably one of my most watched videos. I get people thanking me to this day for doing that video because people just didn't know how to go about doing it. But I think a lot of people don't know that they have an option.
Because that's actually an easy one to get.
So tell me the advantages that having whichever FFL in California would give like a gun enthusiast.
Like having the 03 will allow you, the main one now is ammo shipment. The other thing that it used to do is that California had put a limit where you could only buy one gun every 30 days. If you had an FFL 03, you were exempt from that. That law has since been struck down.
When you say FFL 03, is that's
the Curios and Relics license?
Yeah, that's the one, bro. Like you can get like if a gun is what is it? How many 75 years old or something like that, fam? And they'll ship it right to your door. As long as you got your Curio and Relic, you ain't got to go through FFL. They'll send it right to you.
You are the FFL,
right?
Right.
The gun food is black owned. Yes,
it is.
The gun. Oh, I thought you was asking. Like, you don't know? You ain't never seen Patrick Blackhead?
Christian J, what's going on? Good to see you.
Christian J, what's happening? Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
I miss the thing that I miss here the most was when Walmart used to sell pistol ammo. They just stopped, man. We had a thing happen down here, and they just stopped selling pistol ammo, and they stopped selling 5.56 223. That was my go-to. They always had good prices.
Damn, Major Havoc. He said, I'm getting 5,000 to 10,000 rounds of 9mm delivered at a time. Boy, got pallets coming to his spot.
Shoots, bro. Right. Major Havoc shoots a lot.
Yeah, apparently.
Christian J, hey sis.
How much 10,000 rounds of 9mm cost?
For Major Havoc, it's probably like $20. Major Havoc got every hookup on the planet.
Yeah, BTG, they ain't even
bag, boy.
They just did it, man. They just stopped selling. They didn't even have to. The funny thing is, there was a lawsuit that Walmart had. I think it was in upstate New York, and it was about selling AR-15s. And they actually won the lawsuit and still took the guns out of the stores. Didn't say nothing. I mean, sold them for dirt cheap too. And they won the lawsuit and still.
Burner Girl, what's going on?
What's up? What up, Burner Girl? That's good, Pedro. Yep. Man, I said always they had good 5.56 armchair. They had good everything, man. I stopped by every time I had a range trip. I stopped by Walmart.
Pedro, what 205 a case is that?
Yeah, I want to know too.
That's a good deal right there, especially if it's local.
Pedro, I'm about to send you another gun for maximum haulage.
Uh-oh.
Man, I love the fact that guys spread the
what up, Patrick?
But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. If y'all looking to get porting work done and stuff like that, it's a lot of dope guys out there. Absolutely.
What up, Wash?
One of the things that I appreciate Pedro because he supports
before they Wash
this community, bro. He put back into this community in particular, and I think we should be definitely supporting him. So, and he does great work.
Yep.
Nobody's complaining.
Tina, I'm still trying to decide. I'm flying. That makes it hard. So I'm not going to bring a ton of stuff, probably just a few pieces, but nice stuff.
Man, Team Blacksmith over there killing, bro.
I'll be missing them giveaways.
Yeah, FFL, because he over there just give away some crazy stuff, man.
Bro, let's buy 10,000 rounds.
I ain't got no money, bro. Meet up coming up. When the meet up over, we can talk about it. But no, that don't sound like a bad idea. How many? I'm asking everybody in the chat who feels like answering. How many rounds of ammo do y'all run through on average per month? Now I get it, guys that's doing content and stuff like that. So you know it's a lot more. But I'm just talking to a lot of the regular people. Man, he bought 2,000 rounds of 12 gauge.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of 12 gauge.
That is a lot.
Unless you're competing. Is he competing?
I don't know what the hell he doing. Reds don't do nothing, man. He sit there and watch TV.
Armchair, you do 1,000 223 and 500 9mm a month. You know,
that's a lot. Tactical team said 300 rounds. Now, see,
500.
that seems pretty modest, but that's actually a lot of shooting for somebody that's not doing.
That is a lot.
It is
300 rounds.
Big say 200-300. Sean said 1,000 rounds.
Tina
said 300. Damn, Havoc, he 25, but you're doing content, right? Obviously, gun reviews.
Yeah.
So you're running a lot of rounds.
And he's a builder too.
300 to 500 rounds a month is a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm probably about 2,000.
Whew.
2 gun every weekend.
I like shooting, but I get tired of shooting.
Zach, it'd be work, bro.
So I was just saying,
man.
What up, OG?
1 million rounds a month.
I was missing $1 million. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, man.
1 million rounds a month. That sounds like some military stuff.
Hey, but look, I'm about to cut it back a little bit because I probably do average maybe about 2,000, a little over 2,000 rounds a month. But that's because what I try to do is every time if I take a new firearm, I always try to do at least 500 rounds. Mm-hmm. But man, that's starting to tell me I can't. I gotta slow down. I'm about to tone that back to about 300.
You shoot a lot of rounds when you go to the range.
I do.
When you be telling me, I be like, damn, man.
I do. I be shooting, man. I be running some rounds, man. But yeah, that's starting to be too much. That's just going through too much.
That's a lot of shotgun rounds,
because I think that once you get to, even if it's a new gun, I think honestly,
right, Jay,
a couple hundred rounds, you kind of know what the gun doing. Now you ain't broke it all the way in, but I think a couple hundred rounds is gonna give you a good idea how it shoots.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. It just depends on the gun because a lot of the guns I review are expensive. I feel like people want a larger sample size. They don't pay that much.
I ain't have it. I hear that.
See, Pedro said 150 rounds is plenty to get a valid opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And like, man, I be seeing some guys like, so, and what y'all think about this? Because sometimes I'll just be scrolling, and I'm real bad about this. I'll watch a random video, bro. You know how sometimes you get something come up in your feed, and it'd be a gun video, like somebody just do. I'll just watch it. I don't have to know the YouTube or nothing. Sometimes I'll just click on it and watch it. I do that quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And I was watching this one guy, and he was testing. I forget which gun it was. One of the newer 2011s or something that came out, but the way he was doing the ammo was crazy to me. Like he had all types. I'm like, I go broke trying to buy all those different types of ammo.
I think if it's what I think you're talking about.
He had a bunch of different grains. He had. It was running like how. I mean, I get it. Like it's great to see what the gun will do.
Was he shooting with his wife?
As far as I remember, this guy was by himself.
Okay.
But I've seen a couple guys do that. Like maybe not that in depth, but they'll do it that way. Now, like I say, I have my mixed bag, and I always throw like, man, I could probably just look anywhere in my room and always find. Well, it's a big 45 round or something, but I can always find loose ammo, and I just throw it in my bag. When I find loose 9mm, or I have some left over, I throw it in the bag, and I use that mixed bag every time I have a new gun. I'll run a couple magazines of the mixed bag through it, or at least one magazine of the mixed bag through it. But I mean, to me, I don't. It's hard to walk away and be like, oh yeah, this is it. This gun is reliable as hell or whatever, right? It's hard to walk away from that if you're not running stupid rounds, So my head is like, well, it seems to be reliable. I put 500 through it. It seems pretty good. It ran it with no problem. But that's all I can tell you. I can't tell you beyond the rounds that I've ran through it. You know what I'm saying?
And even then, when we do reviews like that, it's still a sample size of one gun. And you may have just got a good one, or you may have got the limit. And that's why a lot of times when I do reviews and I'm scoring something, I don't just look at how reliable the gun was with me. I try to look and see what else is going on out there. Like, you could get you a P320 and be like, it ran, I didn't have no issues. But if
I
you
have
don't,
no issues with mine. I have no issues.
But people getting shot left and right from
a lot of them shoot by themselves.
The reliability, right? So yeah.
No, that's true. So now I will say this though, fam, you said a lot too. Because I've heard everybody say it, so it's obviously got to be some truth to it. But when I hear people say this gun is very accurate, that always throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
I haven't met too many guns that
are not accurate.
Yeah, like I haven't really met too many. Like as long as I'm using relatively good fundamentals, I'm able to shoot it.
Yeah, as long as I can use it.
I think so. Look, Zach, you guys say this all the time. I think Zach coined it, and I've stolen it, and I use it all the time as well. We're in the golden age of guns. It is very hard to find a gun that is inaccurate and unreliable. You got to kind of work to find a gun. I don't care what the price point is. That's you got to kind of work to find a gun that is inaccurate and unreliable. I would say this though, when I talk about accuracy, I'm talking about kind of at rest. What do your groupings look like? If you had the gun in a rest at 5, 10, 15 yards, what you'll start to see is if you're putting shots on paper, as you go back further, the groupings will start, even if it's in a bay. Like more accurate guns, your groupings will remain tighter. Less accurate guns, they'll start to go apart. But if you 5 yards out, and you don't have a snappy ass gun, you can get a tight group.
You want to know something?
So for me, grouping,
put a gun in a rest and try accuracy. I've never done that. Put a gun in a rest and test for accuracy. I've never done that.
I do it every time I go out. Every time I'm testing.
I never use a rest. Matter of fact, I'm so unconventional that not only do I not use a rest, when I sight the gun in, I just do it in my hand. Like a lot of people like to sight guns in with a rest.
Right.
I sight the gun in hand the way that I shoot it.
Yeah, I sight it.
Typically, when I hand it to somebody else, it's sighted in. They're able to shoot it too. Like it's like I always do that. And when I shoot groups, I like to start. Oftentimes, I start at 7. If I'm sighting in that gun, I'll start at 7 yards. If I know the gun is already sighted in, then I'll just shoot the groups at 10 yards. Once you start getting out to 15, between 15 and 25 yards, I think it comes down to the shooter at that point. Now, some of you competition guys, y'all can correct me on this, but I think it kind of comes down to the shooter once you get past that 15-yard mark, 15 and out, right? Yeah. And you're trying to shoot groups because unless you sniper Snellings, you not shooting too many quarter-size groups at 25 yards.
What do we have to do? Well, we had to do.
Well, I can't even see 25 yards that good.
We had to do a 6-inch group at 25 yards, right? And I had to work to get that.
6 inches. 6 inches. I feel like you can. That's still tough though.
Right. I still had to work.
Because I use a. Oftentimes I use an 8-inch gong. that seems huge until you get out to,
Right.
Past 20 yards, 25 yards. That 8-inch started looking like it looked
Right.
a little bit smaller. And it ain't hard to hit it if I just sit there and focus. But if I'm trying to shoot and stay on target, now some guys I'm sure can do it, but for me, I'm not that advanced. I can stay on most times, but it's like that's not easy for me. Now my balls ain't good as they used to be.
It ain't easy. 25 yards, 8-inch. That ain't easy for me.
No, hell no. And don't get me out 25 yards trying to shoot on paper, boy. I need some
Right.
damn glow in the day paper, boy, because I don't even know what I'm looking at 25 yards on the paper.
Group look like a basketball.
Got that skilly group.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see Honest Outlaw when he's doing accuracy. You'll see him go out 75, 100, 125, 200.
But he's shooting still, though.
Yeah, he shoots. I don't know
like that to me.
It's still like a torso size steel plate to be able to hit steel from 200 yards.
No, yeah, and no question, he shoot his ass off, man. That dude can really shoot. But I'm saying, like, again, that's you're right. It's not easy. You sitting back there 50 yards trying to hit a 12-inch torso. You can do it, but it ain't it ain't easy for the average everyday person. For guys that shoot a lot of that stuff is not the hardest. But you'll see. I've seen them. I've definitely GHG. 100 yards, Glock, iron sights.
He did 200, didn't he?
He do it like it's nothing.
Yeah,
that's not easy to do, man. You send the average person out there to do that. That's not easy to do. You gotta find the right hole spot. You know what I'm saying, and to be able to nail them shots, that ain't easy.
That's what the greatest shot I ever saw was Mickey did a 1,000-yard 9mm shot, man. First round, he hit the balloon. First round.
Yeah, he was out there. He's out there doing that with a. That's what had me tripping. Now he didn't win and got him an XC, man.
Yeah,
that boy gonna be dangerous.
He probably gonna make it turn into a gold gun.
You said GHG Hustle did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this kid be shooting his ass off nowadays.
He's come a long way, man.
But I feel like I beat him a couple years ago, so I'm gonna always hold on to that victory.
He's false.
I got him. I think I got him. I beat him a couple years ago. I'm gonna hold on to that victory, and I don't want to argue about it.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about Hustle. I don't want to talk about it no more. Just this is it. This is the last time. I feel like you and Rambo J. I feel like I was superior at that time. What happens now don't matter. I don't want to talk about it no more.
He be knowing his friends on the channel. Robbie do. He be putting in that work, giving him the business. Yeah, he's a shooter.
Nah, man, some cool brothers. So either way, this all this stuff that we be doing. I remember fam was talking about that when people be talking about that stuff. Like to me, I don't even say it. I can shoot though, bro. I can shoot.
I know you can.
I ain't the coldest, but I can shoot though. I get the job done.
I'm still waiting for you to do a competition though. You've been telling me
for do it, man. I'm gonna do
it. You've been saying the same thing.
Make it happen, bro.
You've been saying that same thing for 3 years.
It's gonna happen, bro.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But
2028,
I'm getting too old. I'm getting too old to be out here running, man. But I'm gonna do still challenge or something.
I was gonna say do still challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna do still challenge. I probably ain't doing too much more than that.
He can do it.
Oh man, my legs and stuff ain't what they used to be.
Look, RGG. I went out last weekend and I was doing some footage for an intro, and I said, let me get a little bit more. I'm gonna slim down some. Let me do a little action. Let me do action packed, bro. By the time I got home, man, I'm soaked. I was at Epsom salt for an hour. I was in a massage chair, full massage. Oh, man, it took me like 3 days to recover.
Your mind and your spirit be like, yeah, we can do that. And then your body be like, sit your ass down.
Not me, man. I was in Chicago last week and walked my grandson want to play. He 5. He wanna run around. Come on, Papa. He running. Man, all he did was run around one car. Boy, I chased him around that one car. I was down for the rest of the day. It was over with. It wasn't even a big car. I think it was a little Honda or something. But I ran around that car like Jesus Christ. It's over, man. So I ain't into all that.
That's right, Havoc. Still accurate. That's why I told you to go do the Steel Challenge, man, and go do the USPSA.
I know, man. I be wanting to, man. Like now, but once after June, it'll be easy. But then it'd be so damn hot. Then I'm gonna have to be complaining about that. But you know, right now, you know how hectic it is for me. Every day is something going on.
Yeah, see,
the meetup is over.
See, we glazed right over that. He said he got a massage chair.
Who? Who?
Talking about me.
Yeah, fam. We got a massage chair. We went right past that.
I got it in my bedroom, bro. Right on the side of my bed. I'll be there, boy. Man.
Hey, he do that. He slide in them rich guy lines, don't he?
He said we got a massage chair.
You ain't invited me in a long time, Pedro. Shut up, man. Y'all be out there running. I'm not coming out there to be running around, man.
Man, go slow.
Yeah, bro.
That's one of the best
I
things.
am only 4% body fat. That don't mean I'm conditioned.
Right. 4%. Man,
Use 4% body fat to be dead.
Best piece of advice the guy ever told me. I was like, man, listen, I'm gonna be too slow out here. He said, it don't matter. He said, be accurate. You can be slow all day long. As long as you're accurate, you never be in the bottom. He was right. Right, Pedro, do you think he running around like that? Nah.
Pedro just got big ass head, man. He ain't really that big of a dude. He ain't that big.
That's right.
He said tactical turtle, but accurate. hey, this Coy, I put this question on the screen about an hour ago. He said he do say this a lot. If a gun made for 124 gram brass and you run 115 steel and it don't run, is it not reliable?
It's not reliable with that steel round.
In other words, and because the conversations will go like, man, bro, I need my guns to run everything. Mm-hmm. And Coy's argument is some guns ain't meant to run everything. They not meant to run everything. So if that gun's meant to run a certain type of ammo and you put something different in it, how can you say it's not reliable because you put the wrong thing in it?
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I think that's true. Yeah. Zach's the one to always read the manual. He know.
Yeah.
Fair, you like me, bro? You don't read the manual?
A lot of guns I buy don't even come with manual.
Yeah, I always read the manual. I always read the manual.
Hey, hold on, man. This dude paid. He be paying 10 grand for these guns.
There's no manual.
They straight custom. Ain't no manual.
You pay that much for a gun, you supposed to know how to shoot.
Man, right.
You need to read the manual for.
You better hand me a
recording device. I gotta go try this one out right here. Look, Sealy said they told me to torture it. I ain't did a torture test since I left Chicago, man. That'd be fun. I just go out there and beat the optic up.
Beat the hell out of it. Well, you kind of tortured the Olight by mistake.
By mistake, yeah. I wasn't even trying to. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm kind of fake soul on that Olight, bro. Hey, post that link for Pedro.
I got one because you said it was good. I like it. I think it's a nice little optic.
I'm not just saying that to be saying that Olight S, bro.
It's a nice optic.
This ain't no paid advertisement. I'm telling you, I think they nailed it with that one. The X is okay.
You talking about that RGG?
Yeah, that one right there.
And you can't.
I got it in a metallic green.
You can't scratch it.
Yeah,
you can't scratch it. He told me to try. I took my key. You can't scratch it.
You can't scratch it, bro. Have you tried to scratch it?
No.
Try to scratch it. Take your key out and try to scratch it.
You can't scratch it.
I don't know what material. Now listen, fam. This is our conversation here, bro. Now they using a different material.
Yeah, they using a different metal. I don't know what it is.
They got their own metal, bro.
Yeah, man, you can't. I took it as soon as he said try to scratch it. So I said, let me try. You can't scratch it.
You can't scratch it.
I don't know what the hell they're using.
This Warrior Ultra, this EDC light. I guess you can put it on a rifle too. I got
Can you
some.
put a push pad on it?
Look at this. See this light right here? I'm gonna take these scissors. Go crazy. I can't scratch it. It won't scratch, bro. Like you have to do something crazy to them to scratch them. Whatever that material is they're using.
Alien technology, KLG.
Gotta be.
It's vibranium.
Have you?
Hey, you should have saw Zach looked at me when I say, "Hey, take something and try to scratch it. Like get your keys or something." He looked at me like, "The hell, I'm gonna scratch my? I just bought this."
Right.
Like, no, bro, try to scratch it.
Have you seen that Javelot Turbo 2 light they got?
Which one?
Hold on.
What's it called?
The Javelot, like Camelot, only it's called it's in the other room, bro.
Javelot?
It's Javelot, like Camelot, only it's called Javelot Turbo 2. It's 1800 lumens. It's a big flashlight like this, bro. I took it out last night just to get some footage. I took it out in front of my house. I thought the sun had came out. It was like 10 o'clock. I lit up the whole block. I had people coming out their house like, what's going on?
It's 1800.
Did you try that Warrior one?
Crazy.
The Warrior one, I think, is 2500 lumens. You try it?
I haven't seen that one. I don't think.
It's the Warrior Ultra.
Oh, I haven't seen that. The Javelot is big.
Yeah, this one is 2500 lumens. It's crazy. In the video, I took it outside. I threw it up in the air, way up in the air, and just let it fall down the concrete while the light was on. Didn't even affect it. The only thing happened with like this clip popped off, but the light still worked just fine. Like it didn't scratch it. That's the part that was killing me. Like it ain't scratched. Still look brand new. So I don't know what they doing. And whatever that material is, they making I think all the gun companies need to call Olight and get y'all some of that material, man.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be the Olight 9mm.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
He said the Candela rating.
Oh man, I forgot the Candela on this joint. I have to look it up. I don't know.
I got a
3000 fire.
I got a 3000 lumen EDC light. It's got a special like cooling system in it and everything. That light's too bright.
I don't know. I ain't really even into them lights like that, man. But I just thought that was neat. But that Osight S might be. They might have hit a home run with that, man. I'm waiting to see if people gonna complain about any issues with it.
The full size one is made out of the OAL too.
Now that I don't know. And it ain't even just the material in that small one. That small one is just durable as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. They just and it look right when you put it on like a lot of your smaller handguns, like the one Fam was just showing. I put it on that. I got that one on the SOCOM.
I put mine on the Prime.
I could this the color.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what the color looks like.
That metallic green. Yeah.
But it looked dope as hell on the SOCOM.
Got national champions in Florida winning matches with an Olight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Olight work fine, man.
Now I don't think people question their lights as much anymore. Now the
Re-integrity. They
I think was kind of, they new to the optic game, so fair enough. That should be questioned.
They're a big company though. I didn't know how much stuff Olight makes. They make some.
They're huge. They're huge.
And they've been around 18 years. Just celebrating.
Yeah, that's shot. I didn't know that. I didn't really pick up on that until
that makes sense.
And I'm like, that is interesting right there.
I'm waiting on Olight to make the big old site and the new material. Yeah, because I'll get another one.
Olight wants to send me stuff when they ask me, what do you want us to send you? I always tell them, because people just think about them as pistol lights, I think, for the most part. And now they got a ton of products. I'm like, bro, send me stuff that's different that people don't know that you make.
They got lanterns and stuff.
Yeah. I gave away a lantern not too long ago.
That's why I say, bro, when they come out with their little like special edition stuff, I always end up getting them. I have them. Yeah, little small lights. I like to have them. Like they got the little old, like I forget what it's called, the old bulb or whatever. I got those, the little mini old lantern. I always get that stuff.
They got they got the pocket knives.
Yep.
Too. They got some nice pocket knives that comes in a nice case.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. They probably have literally the best packaging in the business.
They do.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Manufactured optimizer for one specific grain of ammo. Okay. Yeah, they make a lot of stuff. I had an old bomb a few years back. Oh Lord. You one. There's one.
So what I would say to like the guys like at Optics Planet or any of the companies I might work, I'll say something to them like, and they'll laugh at me because a lot of that stuff, man, I'm not very familiar with, right? Like it was just what was it this year? No, well, last year that I got my first EOTech ever.
Really?
I never owned the EOTech. Like I never was into. I wasn't gonna spend that kind of money. And I just wasn't into it. Like it wasn't a thing for me.
That's why I ain't got one, fam. I ain't want to spend the money.
And I had one. Well, no, I didn't have one, but I never used it. Remember, I had that 300 blackout EOTech and gave it away. Gave it away on a donation Friday one time.
I'm cheap, man.
Never
that's
opened.
why I don't have one. That's why I'm spending money. That's why I didn't have an SRO. Shout out to Bro because I was able to get one. Other than I didn't want to spend the money on it.
Zach is so funny though. Zach won't spend more than $1,000 for a gun, but he'll buy 1,000 guns at 1,000. So he's still spending $100,000 on guns. He just got them on a bunch of different guns instead of a few.
But I think so. To me, EOTech is like this me talking, y'all. Now don't get mad at me when I say this. But sometimes I feel like EOTech is like the SRO in a sense. Sometimes it's the best optic for the job. Like it's gonna look the best on that gun. Like it's gonna be hard to find something else that's gonna look right outside of that.
They do make good optics. Now their pistol optics seem to be a flop.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I didn't like that.
They swear by EOTech, aim point. They swear by that stuff. That's right, Tick Wayne. Hey,
Tick Wayne, listen, man. Now, we got a lot of guys who I like to say are very
frugal,
resourceful, right? Tick Wayne ain't no different. So Tiger Crane, if y'all want to know if you're a real budget guy,
go check them out.
And you want to buy something that's gonna work and not have to spend a lot of money, that's the man right there.
Didn't Zach win budget guy of the year like a couple?
I still don't understand how that happened.
It's right there. My bag and my trophy right there.
He deserved that, RGG. He deserved that because now in hindsight,
no, he did. Not when he won it, he didn't deserve it. No,
yes, I did. I deserved it then too.
He definitely don't deserve it now.
I mean, Zach just refused to spend a lot of money, bro. Like he like you're very budget conscious too, but you will splurge here and there for something you really want. Zach got a hard, fast rule. If it's more than this, I ain't paying for it.
Yeah, that's what y'all know.
Here go the flip side. Here go the flip side.
Go ahead, tell him.
Zach might be. I gotta say this nice because it's my boy. He kind of the Mikey of guns, bro. Like he very gullible. Like it's easy to talk him into buying anything. All you gotta do, let 3 or more people say it's really nice. He gonna be online ordering it like tonight.
I gotta check it out.
Unless it's like way too expensive. Look, Tick Wayne told him, man, Zach, they got such and such, man. It'd be like $200, $250. Zach go buy it. He ain't never even got to be done seen it. Bro, the gun was $250. He don't even know what the gun was.
What up,
he's like, it's cheap, but that plays into the whole budget thing.
KD, what up, man? He said, oh no, man.
I like having
he come in here talking that old shines of the nods, man. There we go.
Right.
I always want to talk above my pay grade, man.
When they start selling nods for $200, I have a bunch of those. Not on that.
Hey, what's the least expensive night vision that's respectable? What's the least amount you'll pay for respectable night vision?
Probably like $1,500.
That'll get you by.
That's 14. Like
man, I got $100 night vision that's seeing the dark.
No, chill out, bro. I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah,
I wasn't even talking to you, man.
What you talking about?
I wasn't even talking to you, bro. This dude said I got $100 night vision. Nah. I'm saying what's like
the free 99?
The minimum amount you can pay.
I think like $1,500. Let's see what somebody else says, but I think like $1,500 for a PBS 14 is.
Yeah, Coy said a setup or just the nods by himself.
Probably a setup because I mean, what you gonna do with just the nods for the most part?
Oh, that's different.
So I can get you again.
You saw the helmet and all of that.
Really? Listen, man, I can go buy me a helmet off of Temu or AliExpress. Fit that joint right on the
Man.
So all I gonna be dropping some in 2027. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, watch out for Chinese tubes. Okay. I mean, they ain't gonna be sending me no more anyways, though. Not yet, Royce. I'm waiting to get I want the comp one. I'm waiting for it to be available. I can buy it. I want the comp one.
Zach, did you like that? Did you like the Springfield? The new brace pistol one.
That looked nice, man.
I'm not a PCC guy, but that was sweet. It's a nice shooting gun. If you into PCC, you're gonna like it. It's $10.50.
It's only like a G, right?
It's $10.50 with the brace.
Yeah, that's a good price.
It's less than that, depending on where you get it from.
Well, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it with the one without the brace. You can get it for $9.99, and the one with the brace, I've seen it for $10.49.
I seen the one with the brace for $9.99.
Where you see that at? You ain't tell me that.
If I ain't mistaken, I think Brownells might have had it for that price.
Pedro, why you say the straw box still better? I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna say.
James, I don't got a truck gun, man. I don't own a truck. But I do got the 3rd generation Smith that I keep in the glove compartment. That's my backup gun. That's my truck gun, I guess.
It can't be a Scorpion knockoff with roller delayed blowback.
Did you see
Scorpion ain't roller delayed.
A review with the SP5, the new Springfield, and the Strybog?
I didn't see that. How did
Who
it go?
did that?
Check it out. They just Classic Firearms. They just did it like yesterday or day before. Whatever day Springfield came out.
I watched that tonight. It dropped on the 15th. Because when that was because the event was yesterday. That's how I ended up shooting it. They had it at the range and they was giving away hats and a bunch of crap.
So it was yesterday then.
It's nice. What up, Thomas? Yeah, it's I think it's nice. It's a good value.
What they say?
What?
It really wasn't really fair to the Strybog because they all agreed that the SP5 was the smoothest, but that you paying a premium for that smooth, and they all like the Springfield. They like the Strybog too, but it wasn't fair because the Springfield and the SP5 they shot with a brace, but the Strybog they just had it with no brace, shooting from the hand. And they're like, oh, the recoil is more in the Strybog. I'm like, yeah, because you ain't bracing it against your shoulder. You're just trying to hold it in your hand. So it wasn't really fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's weird.
But that Kuna, the best setup I've seen so far was I think it was QVO Tactical. He threw this AR looking tube on it, and then threw the SP I think it might have been an SP5 or SP4 brace on there. Before that's the best setup I've seen because the brace on it I don't really particularly like it too much. Sort of you put it in your shoulder, sort of sticky a little bit, but the gun shoots nice.
Thomas, what's up? Oh, yelling ass Thomas.
Well, that was a welcome surprise last night, man. I wasn't expecting that.
But no, I like the fact that they came out with that gun right at the band.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
so I know. What was that? That Daryl? What was that? It was
Who,
MPX. Okay.
somebody said to me in the video in the short. Reminds him of what's that gun that what's it called? I think G-Force makes it. It looks similar to it. It's a PCC.
It looked like an MPXK to me when
Oh,
I
the
saw
blade. That blade.
The blade. That's what the blade, right? Somebody asked me that said it was comparing it to the blade.
Well, that looks a lot heavier. Probably recoils a little bit more. But I heard that gun runs though,
Yeah, I heard that too.
because people wasn't complaining about it. It just started selling out everywhere, and then they upped the price on it. Man, at one point that gun was like $299.
It's up now.
How much does the try-by run, RGG?
11, 12.
Yeah, right. No, they still right $1,000 for the SP983. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look.
Sure, it's not the A1.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I thought it was like 11, 12.
But you start getting to the other calibers, they right around that price.
You don't make it on GM shot. You are a spring guy.
Yeah, Major Havoc. That MPX TTI is not for play. It's a real fun, good-looking gun, but it's pricey.
Yeah, you get an A3 for $999.
Okay. Without
No
the brace.
brace though. No brace.
Okay.
Well, I take that back. No, that's an A1 for $949 with a brace.
Did the new gun look like a Strabog and the HK 433 had a baby?
It do kind of though.
The Lukansky. What's that, Devin? The Lukansky PCC. I don't know what that is. Beretta got a PCC too that they. I wonder if you're talking about that they're not selling the state sets that look nice. On the fin. What up, man?
What up, boy? Yeah, man. I don't know. I like them all though. But
Give me all the guns.
Yeah, too many guns, not enough more.
And that part.
Big Drizzle, what up, man?
Yeah, what up, Dre?
We need that Big Dre PCC.
Yep, we do.
Shorty.
He was.
Big Dre.
I'm waiting
Hey,
on that.
Dre, I gotta get with you, bro.
Waiting on that 9mm.
I'm gonna get with you.
Waiting on that 9mm, Dre.
Hey, you getting a Dre gun this year too?
I'm gonna try. So it's always been a hiccup relative to getting it in California, but he said he may have found a way to make it happen. I just got to get with him now.
Okay, Dre. Okay.
Man, I gotta end the year with a Dre gun, man.
Yeah. That's one of my prized possessions.
If y'all want to support a really dope black manufacturer that makes a great AR-15,
Yep.
affordable, especially if you're gonna be at the meetup, you gotta holler at Dre. You're gonna have some stuff.
And that's
I'm gonna shoot his stuff at the meetup and figure out which one I want.
and that's not just because he's our boy either.
No, for real.
He honestly makes
It's legit.
good firearms.
Yeah, it's legit. They legit.
I'm gonna hit you, Dre, for sure.
Ask Coy. Coy owned about 17 or armament guns.
That's Coy.
He might own more Dre guns than Dre. So they
said he went to his safe and sold off most of his stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
He said he liked Jordan. He playing for the team he owned.
I know that's right, man. I know that's right.
I gotta hit Dre and wait for my taxes to come back.
We lit though, man. Y'all got to go to Or Armament though. Go to Or Dre. Is it orarmament.com and net?
Hold on, bro. I'll pull it up. I'll put it out there.
We're gonna put it in the chat. If y'all don't do nothing else, just go check his site out.
Because I know it's different now.
RGG, you getting all these free guns, bro. You got your eye on something? You want to pick
Why
up
you say
something?
I'm getting these free guns, bro? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that, bro? That was very insulting.
Just speak on it, bro. You got anything you specifically want that you thinking about picking up?
A Romulus.
Yeah, that's his thing. He ain't been talking about nothing else.
That's it. Outside of that, nothing really.
Fam, I want that.
I'm gonna get the Stella joint and the Dre gun.
Yeah,
So that's kind of my list for this year.
I want that Smith and Wesson Spec V, man.
The Romulus
What up, creative?
or armament gun, because I don't know which one yet, so that's why I didn't name one. And then the Stella Arms, the executive.
Yeah, I gotta give me another.
See, I don't know if BTG. I don't know if I want the polish or flat. Which one you recommend? The polish look good.
Okay, RPG, they got it 2 weeks ago. Cause don't they got it now? You can get it with the RMR cut.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
I'm picking up that person.
RPG, I want that Spec V, man. I'm gonna get that. I was talking about that earlier today. I don't just want it. I'm gonna get that.
Hey, look, Stella coming on the channel next week. So Corey, we're gonna hold Kevin to the fire. I'm gonna tell him by the time he come on there next week, he need to have them kits available. So if y'all builders, man, that's a move right there because they're gonna discount them kits crazy.
Really?
You'll be able to get them build kits for like crazy.
What's all in them?
I mean, they got everything for the most part, but it's all the mass industries branded stuff.
Oh,
They
okay.
discounting heavy and getting it out of there. They're getting rid of all that inventory.
Oh yeah, Major Havoc. That's right. They're coming out with that RMR one.
It's already out.
I did, AJ. I saw his review on it. You want to tell, like I was telling bro earlier. You know why I want the gun? I'm not a big Smith & Wesson fan. I want the gun because it has a blue spiral fluted barrel. That's why I want it. I ain't gonna even front. Like I gotta have the Smith. No, I want it because it got a blue spiral fluted barrel.
So that brings me to this point. And
Otherwise,
I promise you it's going to be people that will agree with me and some may not. But most people's initial attraction to a firearm is the aesthetics, right? Like that's
right.
like that's what draws you to the gun in most cases. Then everything else. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Say you see something that you look at it and be like, "Damn, that's cold." What before firing it though?
Mm-hmm.
What else would be a deal breaker for you?
What do you mean?
Prior to firing it. So say you go to the store, you see it, and you say that gun look crazy. I really like that.
If it's too light.
Okay, wait. All right.
If I look at a gun and I think it's supposed, and I look at it as supposed, and I think it's supposed to be hefty and substantial, and I pick it up and it's too light, I'm disappointed. I'm like, that messes me up.
You ever say bad reviews? Okay, that's great answers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Price for me.
The optic cut, price. Not, I know you ain't.
That was you right there. You that price?
No, not like that. I mean, like if I see a gun, right? Like we was talking about earlier in California. Like if I see a gun. And I know that price is putting that gun next to something that I think is way better, then I'm gonna get the gun that's a little bit more, that's way better. Like some stuff just gets excluded.
Same thing for me, right? Trigger turned me off too. I pull a trigger before I fire.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Right,
Y'all kill me with that. Y'all
I'm trigger snob, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the trigger got to me. The trigger would have to be like so god awful, you know. And when I say god awful, like it got to be something that you can't even anticipate, or it got to be something really weird.
Hold on, Pedro. I got it.
For that to be the deal breaker for me. Now I'm gonna tell you triggers and I'm not a trigger snob at all, but there is some triggers I don't like. Like I don't like some of the HK triggers, man.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think they're specifically made for
the FN triggers. Garbage.
But you know what? Okay. Have you ever seen me shoot like my FNX 45, which is
that's the best stuff, no.
Yeah, but I mean, I shoot that gun great. That's why I never even considered changing the trigger, nothing.
They don't have the options to change on the
You
FNX.
can't change it.
They don't have any aftermarket triggers for the FNX. You know how they had it already.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never considered buying.
But the trigger not bad to me.
No, it's not bad. But the trigger in that 509.
Oh, sucks.
Hard.
Yeah, I've never considered buying an FN handgun before until the other day. I've never considered buying one.
Good evening. How's it going?
What up,
What's
baby?
up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm driving, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay.
Yeah, we
just couldn't see you. It looked like you was in a haunted house, bro.
right.
Something like that. I just want to quickly jump on. First of all, how's it going? To touch on the whole aesthetics thing, I do think 90% of people buy them off aesthetics, but I also think, just from my experience, people also get pressured into buying the normal guns. Like, everyone buys a Glock, but not everyone shoots a Glock great, right? They buy it for the reliability or for the price point. But, like, I think a Glock for a lot of people isn't the.
It takes getting used to.
No, you're right about that.
The ergonomics of a Glock pistol are weird. It takes getting used to shooting them. That's why I'll be so impressed when I see Hustle shooting like that with his Glock. Because the ergonomics.
Remember, I say this a lot too, bro. You know what you know, and I guarantee you, if Hustle was to come here now, he'd probably agree with me. When you're not like super knowledgeable in the space like a lot of people are, you don't know that trigger is bad.
Right. That's all you've been shooting.
It's all you shoot. You get used to what you have. Like that's kind of like me. I just adjust. Like I'm not a big time trigger snob. Like I said, unless it's just something really weird about it, like you can't anticipate the break or like something extreme. If it ain't extreme, I don't care about that.
Tick Wayne, I'm waiting for mine now.
I agree. I also think there's a lot of good enough when it comes to a lot of stuff, right? Like, Glock triggers are good enough. Then you gotta shoot a 2011 or a PDP with that performance trigger, or an M&P with an Apex. You're like, maybe not good enough. Maybe kind of terrible, right? But like you said, it comes down to like you don't know until you know. But there's a lot of guys that I know, at least here locally, that have interact with a lot that like, Glock is the one all be all of guns, right? And I think on Glock, but
I think it's just a reliability. I think it's just a reliability piece, Pedro. I think that's the biggest
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. But we just talked about it. Aren't most guns just as reliable nowadays? Isn't a PDP just as reliable? Isn't an M&P just as reliable?
Yeah.
I think so.
Isn't a Canic just as reliable? So, like, I don't think the reliability in 2025 is like the selling point for Glock, right? In my opinion.
Well, that's why they losing market share.
As they should, because it'll innovate.
And that's why they getting rid of all them guns.
That's also, yeah. So
that's also a big issue out here in Cali, by the way. We had that handgun roster, and they were eliminating all those guns that were grandfathered in. So that's a huge part of what gets bought on an annual basis out here in California. So the fact that they're eliminating all those models is very problematic for us.
Wow. Yeah. I guess maybe they're gonna maybe we'll finally see something different from them.
We won't.
What they on, like Gen 7?
But didn't they? So in Cali, didn't they put the like the XPs on there? They on your roster now?
What, the XP Pro?
Yeah.
Or the XP? No, they're not on the roster.
No,
you can get them through single shot exemption.
Okay.
At one or two stores, but no.
Dang.
Like, it's funny you touch on that. It might be a hot take. I think that XF is a better Gen 3 Glock than a Gen 3 Glock.
Well, that's what they said about
the XF. Hey, so listen.
About the RXM.
Now I'm about to mess everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob, close your ears. I kind of like the XF better than I like the XP Pro.
Really?
I'll be
I know.
honest, I do too.
I messed
Really?
everybody up with that one.
Tell me why.
I can't really explain it. I think the grip, I handle it better for some reason.
Okay.
Um, I can't really explain it. I wish. I don't know. I just kind of like it better. I don't know the exact reason why, but I like the XF.
For me, one, I've never been a 2011 guy. Just being left-handed, it's never been super comfortable. But not that Gen 3 Glocks are comfortable because they're also not lefty friendly. But for me, the way I grip a gun, anything hammer fired always gave me issues. They just do. And striker fired guns don't give me those issues. And I think for me, I mean, I just said Glocks don't point as good, but that version of a Glock points great.
Yeah. And when you feel it, bro, it is like it's solid. Like, and then I think Fusion is gonna have as much success with the XF as they've had with the XP. I think you'll see the same cycle when more people start getting it in their hands.
Well, I think it's because the whole hype around Glock compatible 2011s has kind of stormed the market. So that's why, like, oh, this is $1,000 variant of that gun. It's half the price of everything else on the market, for the most part, right? Like platypuses nowadays are like $1,800, so about half, or almost there.
Yeah.
And Fusion's listening to their consumer base, which no one else is really doing, to an extent, obviously. I was talking to someone about this, but like Glock guys, at least I think, would much rather spend $1,000 on a different kind of Glock gun than $2,500 for that Staccato HD when a Glock 45 is enough for what they need, right? There's also that the price jump to a gun that's 5 times more expensive than a base Glock, right?
Yeah.
That also hurts, I think.
Jordans are amazing shoes. They do cost more money, but it says something when you're wearing the mics, man. New Balance are comfortable. They're cheaper.
But here's the thing. If you shoot a Staccato bad, you get less shit for it than if you shoot an XP bad. I'm sorry, you get more shit for it. Like you spent $3,000 to shoot that, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think people expect you to perform more the more you pay for a gun. I don't agree with that statement, but I think people have that perception. If I pick up an Atlas, I'm a Grandmaster shooter. It's like, that's not how this works.
No, that's not how it works.
Which is just silly.
Wait. They discontinuing the 40. I didn't think they discontinuing the 45.
I didn't think you said that.
Are they?
I don't
The
think
45 wasn't on that list, was it?
I don't think so. Not the 45, not the 47.
I know the 34 was, or is, or 35, or one of those two.
One of them I was surprised that they're going to stop making. I'm
surprised they weren't going to make the 34 anymore.
Right. That was the one, the 34. I was surprised.
I don't think they're as popular as we think. Like, not for nothing, even like competition, I don't see any 34s. I see a lot of 47s.
I told a Glock boy, he shoot a 34, I think.
But you know why I see him out here, Pedro? Because they're on the list.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, different circumstances, for sure. I'm sure out there they're absolutely, right?
I need to get a Glock 45 before they get discontinued.
I think...
I don't think they said that.
Huh?
I didn't think they said they were going to get rid of 45 or 47.
Well, I think it's also like the Glock market share is law enforcement and concealed carry, or like range dudes, right? You don't see a lot of like guys carrying a 34 or law enforcement guys with 34s. So like, if that 34 is selling 2% of what they do, and if they discontinue that, the 47 will sell another 15%. Then it's like, it obviously makes sense mathematically to you just spend less money making one and then just up the production for the other one.
Yeah, the Glock 45 isn't on the list. It's the Glock 20, the 21, the 31, the 37, the 38, the 39.
Yeah, most guns that like people are like, what even are those? But I don't know anybody that owns a Glock 30.
He said they need to ban that 26 immediately.
The 26 is a
That's an
terrible Glock,
unnecessary
man.
gun, man.
Right. 34 is 9mm, 35 is 40. Okay. You don't like the you like the 22?
Say again?
Ramsey J was saying, you
Oh.
know, he
They're
said,
like the most snappy, them the snappiest guns in the world, man.
yeah, that little,
26?
yeah, that little 26 is
I hate that fucking gun.
Yeah, man. The 32. The Glock 30.
The 26, the 29, the 27, the 30.
Yeah,
It's all the same gun.
only
Different
Glock I
caliber.
like. Only
I
Glock
had that 2740. It was so snappy when I bought it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
only
that
Glock I
was-
like, man, is the 19X. The only Glock I like, 19X. That's it.
I like
I
a 47. 47 is my jam. If I had to buy one, 47 is my jam.
I had a 17 many moons ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like the 26, the 27, 30, it's like, except for the 26, they're odd calibers and tiny guns with short grips. Like,
Royce, they getting rid of them Gen 3s because now these clones are better than the original Gen 3s.
I'll be honest, every Glock that I own, every Glock, I own one. I immediately take off the frame and put on a Nomad frame
Dang.
because I don't like the ergonomics. It just feels weird. The Nomad frames feel really good.
Some good stuff, man. Well, this has been a good live, man. I'm finna get out of here. Everybody smash the like button before you leave. How many we got, Zach?
Oh, hold on, let me check.
If y'all don't mind, I'm asking, not telling.
Yeah,
Oh, I have a question for you. Actually, I didn't even think about this. I know
Oh,
we're
yeah, cool.
sponsoring the on 5. Do I gotta buy a ticket?
No, you good, man. You sponsoring, you good.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, either works for me. I just didn't know if I was supposed to buy one. I still gotta figure out my hotel. I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah,
You might
you
want
need to
to
look at
do
that.
that. Though. We'll get you the information if you don't have it.
Yeah, please do. Just text it over to me if you can.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, hit me up with the Zelle information so I can get that ticket.
Okay. As soon as we get off there, I'll send it to you.
All right.
Them Nomad frames, are they expensive?
I mean, I know a guy, so I get him for like $190.
Okay.
But not too terrible.
Did you put me in touch with Johnny Glock? I need a trigger, man.
I got one for you if you want it. I put it in mine in 45 and I hated it.
Damn.
I mean, it's a good trigger.
Pedro, you seen the prom, right? You had one in your hand?
We shot one and I've ported one.
Oh, so how did you port it? Because that's what I was trying to figure out. That's what I wanted to ask you.
In that window.
Okay, so you covered up the basically you cut holes in the prime thing.
Yeah, so that window up top, yeah, where it says prime, we just chopped it out. Well, sections of it, of course.
Okay.
The 3 ports,
No, they don't, man.
I might get shit for this. They don't really do much.
It wasn't snappy.
Yeah, but it wasn't flat either.
It wasn't what I
I didn't
expected
see
to
how
do with
good it
3
was.
holes in it.
It wasn't snappy.
No, it's not snappy. I agree with you, but like having
I think
the
they
3
did.
ports left me disappointed.
I think they did a good job this time. I wasn't disappointed.
Well,
It's
here's the thing. I don't think it's snappy because I think the grip and the texture is really good.
The grip does make a difference. That longer grip.
Yes. Like you put that next to like a Hellcat, or like what else is comped out there reported? Like a macro, like the 6. I think that's the flattest out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still a little bit disappointed.
The gun shoots great though.
Yeah.
She's great. Yeah, I agree. I did not enjoy shooting it. It's one of the few cannons that I actually enjoyed.
You poured that?
And just it can use some extra legs. That's all.
How would you pour that?
The prime?
No, this slide that I'm holding. You see that?
That looks crazy.
What the hell? Is that like a chunk port?
I don't know.
It's a slide. We would just blend the 3 windows and put a 6-pack there.
So you just open it all the way up?
I would just make a cone shape. Yeah, like one big window and then port that.
That'd be a big ass window.
I mean, you get all the juice out of it. My thing is like, I'm not gonna port your gun if I can't give you all the performance. That's why we don't do like the side ports or like the V ports. Because I'm charging you to give you half the juice. Like why?
Okay.
In my opinion.
I'm glad you say that a lot now, bro. Glad we started that.
I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, we can go. Never mind. Let me refrain from.
Stupid, man. Stupid. Don't even do it. Don't do it, man. You're always upsetting somebody.
Hey, listen. It's all data-based opinions. You know what I mean? So, here's what it is. I mean, it is. Like, especially when it comes to ports.
Pablo crazy, ain't he, fam?
Listen, a lot of stuff I talk shit about, like the mechanics I talk shit on, obviously joking. But when it comes to ports, it is very much data-driven. So, like, it ain't for nothing.
I respect that, man. I like that. Man, listen, you're supposed to be like that. You gotta be confident.
I want to port that prime, but I don't want to cut the prime off of it.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
That's gonna be hard to do.
Ain't no way around it. Which I also think it was a little like, not upsetting, but like they put it up there, knowing that ports are a hot thing or a commodity right now.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone that gets it ported, you're chopping into it. So they either did it to one, limit people from getting it ported, which I think is silly,
Mm-hmm.
and two, you immediately cut out the resale value because a lot of people end up reselling their guns. I'm not buying a gun that has half the prime cut out of it.
Right.
So, like, why would you do that from a consumer perspective, right? But I mean, mechanic.
Unless they're gonna
Hey,
sell
Raider, I put it up there, and I love it, man.
Maybe I can buy a prime barrel.
I definitely
Prime barrel? What do you mean?
Like because the it's written in the prime is written into the top of the barrel, isn't it?
Oh,
So
I see what you're saying.
If
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
I
a
see what you're saying.
replacement-
Yeah,
replace the barrel, then if I do decide to,
yeah. I mean, you could do that, but also like then you have to outsource. You have to source a second barrel. Then it's just more money. Like, just put it on the side somewhere, or on the chamber. You know,
yeah.
somewhere that's not where the ports are.
Yep.
So,
hey, we're finna get out. How many likes do we have?
We had 106 when I looked last time.
Okay, good.
good though, nonetheless. Enough for the money. I think it's a.
He just said it, bro. He just said it.
Yeah.
He said for the money.
It's a good gun for the price.
Good for the price. There you go.
we get a good value. You get a good value.
Here we go. But nah, man, listen, if y'all didn't get a chance to hit the like button, please do it for me, man. It helps me keep this live flowing like we do. So I love to try to get at least 100 likes every live. So as long as we over that, I'm good. But if you didn't get a chance to hit it, man, it helps. All of them help. I appreciate y'all big time. People, I said this before, look for some items being shipped your way. We're working on it. Outside of that, I'll see everybody on Friday. So
Good Friday too.
Oh yeah, gonna be a good Friday. So
Good Friday.
thank you, man. All the people that donated to our Daniels too.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank y'all
y'all,
so
man.
much for that, man. Fam, thank you. Pedro, thank you, man. I appreciate everybody too. So I'm out, man. Till the next one, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Hey.